Hello, Jules here. Um, I love doing little videos. I've been stuck at home for 15 years, so this is one of the few ways I could kind of communicate with the rest of the world. And I'm frustrated and I need to do a bit of a rant. I'm really pissed off about how complicated steps 1, 2, and 3 seem to have become. So, see what you think. I don't really care what you think, but I do care what you think because I'm insecure. So, tell me if you like this or if you hate it. It's all good. But I think these 3 steps can be done in moments, seconds. And without them, I think I certainly relapsed for years, over and over and over again, because nobody showed me these 3 steps and how simple it was. It all sounded too confusing. So let's see what happens. Okay, the first thing is nobody told me that the first step just described my problem. First step, we admitted that we were powerless over our addiction, that our lives had become unmanageable. The 2 halves of my problem are there. First half is that I have no power to stay clean. And one of the most frustrating things is sometimes newcomers come into our meetings and we convince them that they don't have power to stay clean. But we have this horrible disease of addiction and we do not have the capacity to be able to not use. And then we say, don't pick up and you'll be right. Come to lots of meetings and you'll be right. But if I have no power to do something, if I don't have the power to say, lift up my car, I will go and get the fucking power to lift up my car. I'll get a jack and I'll jack it up, and the jack will give me the power to be able to jack up my car. So what is the power that we need to replace my no power? If my batteries are dead when it comes to using, when there is no in me anymore, where do I get that power from? That's the first question. The second is, our lives have become unmanageable. I can't manage life. Not only can I not manage my external life, I can't manage my internal life. I've got all this fear and all this hurt and all this negative emotion that I don't know what to do with. So not only am I a slave to the drug, to the addiction, to the obsession, I'm also have this internal condition which drives me to seek something to medicate it. So these 2 parts of my problem need to be addressed. How? It's just not enough to keep on coming back to a meeting. I need to do something about it. What can I do? Let's look at the second step. So that's the problem. We have no power to stay clean, and we have no capacity to manage our internal or external life. At least I couldn't. Step 2 gives us our solution. We came to believe that a power greater than ourselves could restore us to sanity. What kind of insanity was that? Well, the insanity of going back to a pattern of behavior, to an addiction, to a drug that was destroying me. That's clearly insane, but there's also insanity that lives in my head and in my heart and in my emotions and in my thought patterns. And there's an insanity in the way that I live my life. So again, we've got these 2 parts. We've got the insanity of the addiction that we need to get fixed, and we've got the insanity of the internal and external life, the 2 parts. How are we going to fix that? Well, looking around the room and seeing all these people who were clean and had some level of serenity and peace about them, we came to believe that a power greater than me had restored them to sanity, or some level of sanity at least. Looking around the room, sometimes it's very small amount of sanity. So sanity, we need to be restored to sanity. How do I get this greater power, this power greater than myself? How do I get that power in here to fix my 2-part problem, my power problem and my management problem? don't have the power to stay clean, don't have the power to manage life. In comes, who would have thought, step 3. Made a decision to turn our will and our lives over to the care of God as we understood Him. The surrender. So what's this surrender thing? Everybody says, you must surrender, dude. Got to surrender, dude. So what if I'm going to surrender to this higher power thing? What am I getting out of the deal? Why does this power need my surrender? How manipulative is this? It doesn't work that way at all, in fact. I need out of this deal, I need power for my powerlessness, and I need a new manager for my unmanageable life. I need these 2 things. You see, my will, I do not have the will to be able to say no to using. So I need to turn that will part needs to be fixed. I just haven't got it. I don't have any willpower when it comes to using. That will needs to be fixed. And my life, my external and external life, is unmanageable. It is insane. So what choice do I have? I'm backed into a corner here. I'm dying here. What do I get out of this bargain? If I give up control to this higher power and do things my higher power's way, what do I get out of the bargain? Well, looking around the room, it seems like that I get the power to be able to stay clean. That's my number 1 problem. But I also get by saying, okay, you manage my life. I'll just do what you want me to do. And I'll talk in a second as to how we work out what that is. It's very simple. But if I'm going to give up control, I need to know that it's going to be so much better than what it was like when I was in control. So again, I look around the rooms for my evidence. Do I want what some of these people have? Yes, I do. I cannot stay clean. I cannot manage my own life. What have I got to lose if I try this higher power thing? I would say, okay, I don't want to do it. I don't want to give up control, but I'm going to do what you want me to do. And that's the 3rd step. If we've got to that place, we've done step 1, step 2, step 3. Step 1, 2, and 3 do not live on the wall. They're recorded on the wall. They do not live in a step working guide. Though a step working guide is a fabulous way to be able to bring all this to life and at home, and but these steps live, they're changes of consciousness inside me. They're a turning around of my emotions and my brain, a relocation of my direction. Instead of going my way off the cliff into hell, I can go my higher power's way into the rooms of NA for peace and joy and freedom and all the good shit that I was looking for in drugs in the first place. All right, so what does this look like? This is what it looks like to me. So for my powerlessness, which we looked at in the first step, I have the powerlessness over my addiction. I need to get power. I need to be powerful. I need to have a power flowing through me that will enable me to stay clean. My life is unmanageable, my feelings, my thoughts, and as a consequence, my external life becomes unmanageable, a nightmare. I need a new manager. And that's the whole point of this surrender. Instead of me going, I think I know what's best for me. I can only be happy if I get what I want. That kind of thinking, that's pure addict thinking. But if I surrender that and say, high power, what do you want me to do? And how do we know what that is? Go to a meeting, help a newcomer, do the steps, read the basic text, be a kind, decent person, help somebody. It's not rocket science here. My higher power does not give a shit if I'm wearing red underpants or green underpants. But my higher power is guiding me to a new consciousness, a new place of living, free from that I must have that heart of a user. It's liberating me from that. Instead of I can say I want to give. And there's a freedom that comes from that. And where's the obsession to use gone? For many of us, as we made this decision, as we internalize the reality of this experience, the obsession to use is gone. Sometime for some of us it may take step 4, step 5, step 6. It's different from everybody, but this is a power step. This is a kick-ass number one place that every newcomer should be introduced to as an option, so that they can access the power that they need to stay clean. It's not fucking rocket science. It is simply the program. 1, 2, and 3. 1 is the problem. 2 is the solution. 3 is how I get that solution. Done. Power for powerlessness. Management for my unmanageable life. Give it a go. Tell me what you think. Blessings. Bye.